All right, this is part two of that Etek demo with Mr. Derry. We're now going to add this feature right here. It's kind of difficult to see in the photo, but there's an area here that is sticking up relative to this part of the motor, and we're going to draw that shape in there. So I'm going to grab my circle tool again. Again, make sure I click the origin, and we're going to come out to about there. I have a dimension for this. Again, hit the D, or you can come up here as well, and we're going to put a dimension on that. I measured that to be 126, and we're also going to do some work on this area right here where these bolts are now. And again, the photo is not perfectly lined up, but that's okay. So we're going to come, while we have the circle tool, we're going to pick this guy and draw another. So, oops, I got to go back and grab that again. I'm going to draw a circle here. The diameter of that is, hit D, it's 15.7. All right, and now we got to draw some lines down to meet that other circle, and I'm just going to draw them straight down from here. So I'm going to grab my line tool, come in and pick my circle, come down and draw a vertical line here, hit the escape button, hit the line tool again, come down, draw another vertical line here, and I'm going to hit escape. Now I want to make sure that these two things are a tangent, and these two things are tangent. So we got that set. I'm going to trim this up, and then I'm going to rotate that around to get the rest of them done. So my trim tool is right up here. You can also hit T. I'm going to take this away, this away. I'm going to leave this for now. We'll trim those out later. Trim that guy, trim that guy. All right, now next up is a circular pattern. So we're going to click this guy and click the items that we want for our circular pattern. And notice that it's got 3 of them right now, and it's doing a full 360 degrees. We're going to change that value. If you double click in here and type in a 4, we should end up with 4 of those, which is just what we want. All right. So that's looking good. Then we want to trim out this portion. Actually, I'm not even sure we need to do that. I'm going to leave that as it is for now. All right. I'm going to go to extrude, and this time I'm going to say I want to remove material, and the material I want to remove is this section out here. We're going to cut back from that motor that we did, and I'm going to give you a dimension on that. Okay, so our cut depth is going to be 15.5. And make sure that you've got it selected. You can see that this is the original size of that extruded cylinder, and we're just taking away this outside part. So I'm going to hit OK, and that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Undo. Oh, you know what happened? It changed my extrude because that sketch. So I've got to go back and edit that extrude because I've added some to that. So we need to select this area and this area to originally be part of that extrude. So now that's that. So now we can go back to this sketch and hit extrude and hit remove, and now that's going to make sense. And this is 15.5. So what happened is, because we went back and edited that sketch, that first extrude was changed and had the middle part missing, and we didn't want to do that. All right. So to avoid that problem moving forward, I'm going to make a new sketch and use some of the existing material items that I've done to put this boss on the front. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we're going to say sketch. It's going to go on this face this time. All right, and we're going to come up here to convert entities, and the items we want to convert, we're going to convert this line that point, that point, that point, and that point. And then we need to draw a new circle. Actually, that circle we want to change to construction. So I'm going to hit the escape button, select that line, and convert it to construction line. And then we're going to draw a new circle. Again, we want to make sure we pick the center point, and that guy's going to go out to there. That one does not want to be for construction, so I got to change that to a regular line. All right, and then we got to give that a dimension. So we're going to hit D, and that dimension is 114.3. All right, now in here we're going to draw a series of, we're going to draw a circle and draw some lines out. We're kind of going to do the opposite of what we did up here because there's a little cutaway on this boss. So we're going to grab our circle tool, click on one of these guys right here, and I need to get you the dimension for that. So I hit D is 12. Whoops. Got my circle tool, go back and grab my dimension tool, and that's going to be 12. All right, we are going to draw some lines, and I'm going to do it a little bit differently because there's a lot going on here and I don't want it to accidentally create some relationships that I don't want. So I'm going to grab my line tool. I'm going to draw a line out. Whoops. Undo. Draw a line out here. And I'm going to draw another line out here. Now the first thing I'm going to do is make this line and this line parallel. Then I want this line and this line to be parallel. Then I would like this line and this line to be tangent. And this guy and this guy to be tangent. We're going to come in and grab our trim tool again and make this go away, this go away. We don't need that, that, and in this case we're actually going to cut all of this away because we want this to be open. So it's going to look like that. So next up we are going to do our, make sure I'm not missing anything. Ooh, I got a little bit right here to trim. That tangent point. Sometimes zoom in tight there, we're going to get that. All right, now we're looking good. All right, so now we're going to go back and do that circular pattern again. These are the items that I want to rotate. It's automatically selected the origin as my point of rotation. The default is 3. We're going to change that to 4 again. And now we've got those set. So I hit OK, come and grab my trim tool again, and trim out this. We're looking good. This boss now is going to extrude out 3.2 millimeters. So we're going to go to our extrude option, and it's already selected for us, so we don't have to make any changes on that. I'm going to type in the value of 3.2, and we're good. All right, so next up, we are going to put some holes in the motor that represent the hole types that are there in the bolt patterns. And the reason I put those points in earlier is because we're going to use those to use our hole command to put those holes in. So I'm going to show you that in the next video. So we're going to wrap this one up.